Hi everyone, this is Jenna Dangler, and I'm excited to walk you guys through my meta literacy journal and how I interacted. The community that I chose was the Reddit community, specifically in the teaching education world. So let's get started. First, the explain part. So during the explain phase, I focused on discovering and sharing resources with the Reddit community. I found a variety of tools, including a video on daily journaling benefits, and resources for SEL games, and some behavior parent resources that I also came across. So one of my most memorable finds during this phase was the resource that I found, a parent made resource actually, for handling ADHD behavior at home and in school. I really enjoyed reading through the comments on this. It was really nice to also interact with not only teachers or students, but also parents, and to kind of see their perspective on helping their child and students with disabilities. So this was a perfect example of how diverse the community's contributions can be. This phase really emphasized the importance of collaboration and showed how valuable community created content can be in addressing real classroom challenges and even challenges at home as well. I did not mean to click on that. I'm trying to go to the next slide. Okay. So for class 6 to 8, engagement was a transformative part, I think, of my journey. I actively participated by asking questions and sharing my insights in the Reddit community. For example, I was seeking advice on digital classroom management tools, and I received some excellent recommendations, like the Bouncy Balls resources, which is basically a calming video screen. It's a bunch of balls going up and down. It's a very calming video for students. I tried it out. I loved it. It was very effective, and a very calming resource. Yeah. So I also explored some gamification platforms and found them incredibly engaging for both at home and school settings. The responses that I received came back quite quick. I was impressed. The community members were very thoughtful and reaffirmed the value of collective problem solving strategies among educators. And everyone kind of struggles with certain things, and the community helped bring everyone together in how we can manage classroom behaviors and stuff like that. So, going into my next slide, the experiment part. So in the experiment phase, I explored media literacies by incorporating tools like digital signage and engaging classroom assessments. One standout activity was experimenting with a Defeat the Monster game, which was really fun. It's a creative way to make learning assessments fun. So this phase aligned with the definition of media literacy, highlighting the ability to access, evaluate, and create content. It deepened my understanding of how technology can really enhance the classroom interaction and learning, especially. So, moving on to evaluate. So, this evaluation phase allowed me to really assess the community, the interactions, the contributions everyone had. One observation that I had was the diverse range of resources, from elementary teaching strategies to advanced technology tools. While the content was a strength, it was also presented challenges in finding specific solutions, which was really interesting to see everyone discuss and talk about and work through. I also learned about the power of trust and shared goals in communities of practices, as emphasized by Wenger, 1998. And this phase reinforced the importance of thoughtful curation in online spaces. It really was nice to take a step back and evaluate the contributions everyone had, as well as their impact. Now for the extract wisdom. So this phase was like the culmination of my journey, I guess I would say. I realized that true learning stems from a connection. there was this motivational video titled "Listen to This Every Morning and Win the Day." It highlighted the community's focus on teacher well-being and collaboration, and this phase really underscored how shared resources and encouragement can combat burnout and inspire growth, especially in such a challenging environment and occupation that we work in at times. My biggest takeaway is that meta literacy, which I learned a lot about, is not just about the making of content, the creation of content, but it's also about fostering these meaningful collaborative relationships within the community. It was amazing. And so, reflecting on this entire project, I really have gained a deeper appreciation for how online communities like the Reddit teaching resources and as well as the Reddit elementary teachers community, how that all really empowers educators. From practical tools to social emotional support in the classroom, these platforms really bridge the gaps and create opportunities for lifelong learning, in my opinion. This experience also strengthened my understanding of meta literacy, especially in accessing, analyzing, sharing knowledge in the digital age. Ultimately, I've learned a lot about collaboration and really what a community is and how impactful it is. So thank you for taking the time to watch and join me on this reflective journey. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing about everyone else's experiences in their communities, because I'm sure there are a lot more out there. This was my first time collaborating, or my first time engaging in a community, like in general. So it was pretty awesome to see the way everyone can be there for each other and just collaborate. And the thing I love about the Reddit community with the teaching world is that you might see resources that are, for preschool or elementary age that have to do with classroom management. And then you come across parent resources, and then you also come across resources that are for high school students. But it's all eye-opening. It was a really great experience. And yeah, that is my whole reflection on this meta literacy journal. Thank you all for listening. And again, I'm looking forward to hearing about